Africa! Africa! Africa!
This beauty is being dented by its leaders.
During the struggle for independence, they promised to deal with
Impunity, poverty, and ignorance. Indeed, ignorant we were, but we failed.
See how that importance became our identity.
corruption.
Is this the Africa that Kwame Nkrumah wanted?
No!
Is this the Africa that Haile Selassie wanted?
No! Is this the Africa that Nelson Mandela wanted?
No!
Mama Africa is weeping.
And since the time of Pangea, Africa has been one.
Then what is different Africa apart?
Ideological differences.
Philosophical differences.
For example, in the democratic...
Democratic? Do you know what democracy is?
Yes, it's the government of the people, by the people, for the people.
Abraham Lincoln in Africa.
And now we,
The Great Family Production.
Welcome to all of Africa, all the way from Dar es Salaam,
Kampala,
Johannesburg.
Tripoli, Nairobi,
Harare,
to the Pineapple Hotel in Banjul.
Gambia.
To deliberate on the ideology that best suits Africa for its prosperity. Is it way Omega or
Pi, Alpha, fathers of nations, Africa.
And now four strangers checked in one evening, and none of them knew of the three, all being among the four. And this would make the secret because apparently the hotel had assigned them to different floors, in different wings, and in different rooms. And first to check in was a man aged about 60 years. He signed in as Professor Karanja Kimani.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes, Your Excellency, welcome.
I am Professor Karanja Kimani, a professor in the Institute of Development in the University of Nairobi, Kenya.
Okay. We'll go to the fourth wing, fourth floor, this wing.
Thank you very much.
Next to sign in was a man aged about 70 years old. He signed in as Bobile Belusi, a comrade and citizen of Zimbabwe. Welcome, sir.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yes. Gobile Melusi. Occupation is not applicable. Anyway, I'm a citizen and comrade for Zimbabwe.
Occupation not applicable.
Not applicable.
Okay, it's okay. You'll go to the fifth floor, the south wing.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. A man aged about 50 years old also checked in. A pastor at CIA Church, signed in as Pastor Chineke Chiamaka.
How are you?
I'm fine, welcome.
My name is Pastor Chineke Chiamaka, the only pastor, the only Messiah, the only priest of the CIA in Lagos, Nigeria.
CIA?
Yes, church in South Africa.
Okay, fine. You'll go to the sixth floor, west wing. And last to check in was a man aged about 45 years plus. He signed in as Engineer Saif Tahir.
Alright. Hi. I'm Engineer Sahib Tahir from the Ministry of Defense in Tripoli, Libya.
Okay, engineer. Yeah, you'll go to the third floor, the southern. Money had not been in his room for less than an hour when a phone there rang. He looked at his watch, not 7 o'clock yet. He looked outside the window, pitch dark already.
Jesus. You can hear this phone. Hello. Hello again.
That's Professor Kimani.
Yeah.
Hey, I had you pick up already. So I know you're there. Look, I have an urgent message for you from Agda. Hello? Are you still there, Professor Kimani?
Hello. Who is this?
Good. Agda's message for you is that you accept me as your guide while you are here. Now, before you go worrying about that arrangement, let me assure you that I do everything I can to make your mission here a success.
Nigerian, cocky, educated Nigerian. I asked, who are you?
Later, right now, I want you to know if you have received briefcase I left at your hotel for you.
I have received it, though I can't open it. Have you scrambled the locks or something?
It's 1, 2, 4.
What is that?
That was its combination lock.
Ah.
Set the lock on that. The briefcase should open now. Before you do anything foolish, first make sure that it contains all the items that you ought to have. They are listed on a sheet that you will find inside. Oh, Professor Kimani, that was an order. Obey? Professor Kimani, obey. Excellent. So, Professor Kimani, how much time will you need to acquaint yourself with the material in your briefcase? 1 hour? 1 hour it is. Good night.
Wait a minute, are you forgetting something?
Me? Forget?
Yes, I asked, who are you? I mean, your real name.
Oh, that. Let's just say I'm your guide.
But who are you? Yes, you are my guy. But who are you? Hello. These Nigerians. Somebody calls me, I don't know him, then he wants me to refer to him as my guide. I will just get time to know him.
Pastor Chineke Chiamaka later and Engineer Saif Tahir last. And to all the three, they had said they failed to open their briefcases. But to all the three, the caller gave the ID 1124. And now Dr. Folabi. Dr. Folabi had someone call from his behind. So he stopped walking and turned around, and there she was. Dr. Folabi, may I please have a word with you?
Oh, with me? Are you sure?
Yes, I am, which means you have to follow me. This way, please.
Which way?
This way.
All right.
So sit here. A minute is all I'll take. Well, maybe I might take more, but 5 at the most.
1 minute, 2 minutes. Where's the difference?
My name is Fiona Mackenzie. First of all, let me thank you for agreeing to sit for this interview. But can I tell you something else before I continue? You see, whenever I mention that my name is Fiona Mackenzie, people look at me quizzically, silently demanding an explanation.
And the explanation is what, Miss Mackenzie?
I was adopted by Ian and Elspeth Mackenzie, Scottish missionaries. They're back in Edinburgh now, but were in Benjul then. They took me in when I was less than a year old. You see, my natural parents were Gambian, but I'll never see them again. They're all dead now. What am I even doing? Dictating my autobiography? Oh, now please, let's get down to work, shall we? Mind if I start recording?
Oh, you're a reporter?
Yes, for the Gambian News.
Well, Miss Mackenzie, how can I help you?
Okay, I'd like to ask you a few questions if I may.
Yes, you may. In fact, let me start you off. My name is Abiola Folabi, which you seem to already know, but you can call me Abiola, my first name. You may take it from there.
I will. So you studied at Harvard University in the USA, and now you're a lecturer at the University of Ibadan, here in Nigeria. I got that from the cover of your book, Failure of States.
That's true.
You see, when I heard that you'll be here at the Seamount Hotel, I came as fast as I could. Now see, here I am. This is all funny.
Funny?
Yes, you see, I expected to see an academic scarecrow dressed in jeans, but then I see a well-dressed man who might well be a business person.
Well, thank you for the compliments, but Miss Mackenzie, was that the only thing you wanted to talk about?
40?
What?
Your age, 40?
No, I'm 45.
To my 35, imagine that. Dr. Folabi, you don't have your picture taken right now because you wouldn't look this good. I'm not joking. Oh.
Is that the only thing you want us to talk about?
Oh, I'm beginning to ramble on, am I not? Now, Dr. Falabi, I understand that Africa's heads of state will soon start a debate at the Pineapple Hotel. That is 2 streets from here, and I'll be carrying the news for the for the Gambia. So tell me, could you give me some background? What should be the heart of the debate?
Well, thank you for asking me that. You see, they'll be debating a document titled Way Omega. Not too long ago, 20 Nobel laureates discovered a way to develop Africa. Now, they took that discovery and put it in a document with that title. Need 50, let's say, I don't know how to put this. Anyway, ministers for planning had a look at it and they liked it. Now 50 heads of state are in Banjul to adopt it as a common way to develop all of Africa.
Oh, what are your expectations of the summit, Dr. Falabi?
My expectations? Don't get me started. Well, I expect the summit to be a historic moment. Just imagine this. If Way Omega gets adopted, it will change Africa's politics dramatically. Just imagine an Africa without civil wars, without military coup, without rigged elections. Period.
And yet we have some of the heads of state. I understand that not all of the heads of state assembled here are fair players. In fact, some are out and out foul players. And those won't be walking along Way Omega anytime soon, or will they?
Now, let me put it simple. You see, change is always like that. It always has the defender's side and the challenger's side of the existing arrangement. Yeah.
Oh, what did you say, Dr. Falabi?
Well, you're not listening to me anymore. Are you Miss Mackenzie? Well, I was saying, if Way Omega gets adopted, it's going to give Africa a new course, free from these obstacles that have defeated these past efforts. You see? Just imagine an Africa without civil wars, without clashes, without military coups, you see?
And yet we have the book Failure of States. What makes you this optimistic about Africa's future now when in your book you're very pessimistic?
Did you just say my book was pessimistic?
Yes, I did.
You see, pessimistic is not really the one you meant.
Okay, look. Let me put it in another way. What makes you this optimistic when before you're pessimistic?
I heard it the first time.
Then answer my damn question.
I see. I had misjudged you, Miss Mackenzie. I thought you were well-mannered, proper journalist. But instead all I see is this one of these fire eaters who confuse journalism with bad manners.
Okay, let me put it in another way.
Yeah.
Why did you attend this summit?
Well, I did not attend. I was invited. That means the presidents wanted me there. Repeat the word president. They saw the merit in my book that you dismiss as pessimistic, and they wanted me to ensure them that Way Omega agrees with it. Anyway, I'm not going to defend my book in front of anyone, especially at least of all these 3D, third-rated reporter for the Zambian news.
Gambian.
Whatever.
Now, Dr. Falabi, can you think right through your book and give me an example, a specific example on which Way Omega agrees with the book?
Yes, I can.
Hello. Yes. Dr. Falabi, something came up. I have to go. The silly boss wants me back at the office. But now, in just a while, what was the specific example you're about to give?
Let me see if I get you clear. Someone claims you claim to be your boss, calls you, and now you want me to compress my whole book into an example.
You know bosses, they don't like to be kept waiting, okay? Let me go. And what do you suggest? I can come back later.
Nah, never.
Then what do you suggest?
I suggest you go read the book, not only its cover. And now if you excuse me, I have somewhere to go.
Okay.
9 heads of state had assembled in Banjul, the Gambia. And were they not happy? For sure they were. And perhaps they had run from the troubles of their country. And so they came to this country, which was Gambia, as the people of that place used to call it, the land of Kuntu Kinta. Now all the 49 heads of state were assembled in this place. Now, security was a very big issue to cater for. They had to assemble all the 49 heads of state in the Pineapple Hotel. That had solved it. Another huge issue that was there was on how the on how the 49 heads of state were going to sit. So the alphabetic order of the names of their country really sorted this. So such a country like Angola got the space near they got the first spaces, and then the countries such as Zambia got the last spaces. Another issue that was there was their accommodation. So they used these two pillars to cut for their accommodation so that they could get a very secure security. And those two pillars stood on, first, the intelligence, and second, the combat. Those two pillars they used really to cater for the security of all the 49 heads of state that were in this hotel, the Pinnacle Hotel. Another issue that was there was on how these people were going to be accommodated in these rooms. But still, the alphabetic order of the names of the countries solved all this. So the countries such as Angola got the first floors. Countries such as Zambia, Zimbabwe got the upper floors. Another big issue that was there was on which of the number of floors that every country could get. But they settled on 4 rooms per every head of state. That was a very good and warm welcome to the Gambia. All the 49 heads of state were here ready for the summit.
The phone rang at the West Wing at the Simon Hotel. And now Pastor Chiamaka answered the call. And the caller identified himself as the guide. And the caller had called him earlier. When he looked at his watch, it was 9 p.m. in the evening.
When we all get to rest, what a day of rejoicing that we when we all see Jesus, we sing and shout our victory.
Hello,
Yes,
Pastor Chiamaka. Is everything
Hello.
going okay?
yes, everything's doing okay.
Did you look at the contents of your briefcase?
Of course I did.
Then you saw the letters from Agda, didn't you?
Yes.
I will return to it shortly. First, tell me this. What other items did you see in your briefcase?
Just a minute. Now, I saw a copy of Hui Omega, the development strategy that Nobel Rollins have crafted to end Africa's misery. And now, African head of state are expected to adopt to their summit.
Okay, go on.
I also saw a copy of Part Alpha, the development strategy that NGDA believes is superior with regard to Hui Omega. And now, it hopes to replace the Hui Omega.
Good. Agda wants you to be fully familiar with both of those documents. Continue.
I also saw some leaflets, brochures, and pamphlets from SGDA.
Now, skip those. What else?
Well, I also saw this mobile phone I'm using now.
Excellent. Keep that mobile phone on all times, day and night, rain or shine, from now on. I'll be calling you on often, even unexpectedly, but only through this number. So always have the mobile phone on, unlike your hotel phone. It's completely secure, which means I can talk to you on it freely.
So, will you mind to tell me your real name?
My real name? My real name, why?
Well, why yourself? If I don't have your real name, how can I even begin to ask for you when I need a right to do so?
When I need to do so to arise, I will contact you.
You can contact me, but I cannot contact you.
Shut your mouth.
What did you say?
You heard me. Now get this. I want you to obey me, not to argue with me. You will not talk to me back like this ever. Do you understand?
Yes, right. Yes, I understand.
Splendid. So, Pastor Chiamaka, let me say what I was going to say, if you had let me. What I was going to say is, I was going to say that it's best if you keep on initiating all communication between us. Look, you and I are supposed to be working together. We're on the same mission.
So, why don't you tell me your real name?
I won't, because our mission is still at delicate stage. For that reason, I'd rather prefer you didn't know who I really am yet, until I tell you otherwise. Just call me your guide. Needless to say, I won't let you see my face either, but you'll hear my voice. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
Of course there is. Why should I trust you?
Yes. Why should you trust me? Well, go back to the letter from Agda. It has the answer. Quote, you are not to have any less faith in him just because he identifies himself to you only by his allies. Young, your guide, unique, and quote. The reference there is to Pastor Chiamaka. That's why you should trust me, okay?
Fine.
What were you going to ask? Fine, let's go back to way omega and path alpha. Then, as I said, Agda wants you to be fully familiar with both documents. Are you, Pastor Chairman?
Yes, I am.
Then there isn't any more left for me to add. Oh, actually, I was there an hour ago.
Oh, where were you an hour ago?
To get right to the point, I saw you in the bar at the Seamount Hotel.
Of course, I was there having a Pepsi.
A Pepsi, is that right?
Do you know what, Mr. Whoever you are now getting on my nerves. You can see and identify me, but I can just walk right past you and not know. What were you doing there? Spying on me?
I think it would be best if you apologize, Pastor
Oh,
Chairman.
you want me to apologize for what?
What business had you being in a bar, Pastor Chairman?
Alright, I had no business being at the bar. It was just a soft drink, and I promise I'm going to do it again.
You had better not.
Oh my goodness.
So you say. Good night, Pastor.
Before taking off, he was already afraid. There was a reason. But then, the university, by then Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, and now dismantled the University of East Africa. Now Kenya's part, renowned it as the University of Nairobi. But now with it had a vacancy that had to fill. Now, having graduated from the University of Oxford, Professor Karanja Kimani had to fill. But then for the university to ensure that a vacancy had to be fulfilled, they had to increase the chances of the entry. And that he had to come in as a senior lecturer of the university.
He started a very noisy debate that the country, that the university should strive for a relevancy in the society rather than being just striving for an excellency of its work. And this really got hot on the university. But later on, he won on this debate, and that few months later, the university motto changed from changed to the relevancy of the society. A month later, it began another very noisy debate that the university should be an agent of change, not just a mere spectator of it.
Africa was not spared at all. Yes, jobs and vacancies, they were all vanished. But then Africa to change was needed. Change was everywhere. Professor Karanja Kimani.
Global economic recession. Initially and before, Africa was in a very good state. We professors, we teachers and all other stakeholders in education, we both earned well and we could take care of our families. But it was not until what we call the global economic recession came. Look, it changed everything. I am a full professor. I cannot even take care of my families because my salaries are very low. But how exactly can we change Africa?
Oh. Yeah, what did Africa do?
Oh, Tun. Welcome, my dear daughter. You see, you found me talking about. Why are you bringing me?
This is ice cream, Dad.
Oh, ice cream. Hey, nowadays, ice creams. My dear daughter, you found me talking about the global economic recession.
Yes.
It was the changes behind all the changes in Africa too. And the donors were the forces behind it all. You see, Tony. Do you know what the donors told Africa? They told Africa that you will not get any financial aid from us unless you do this, that, and the other. Understand?
Dad, you're not enjoying.
And let me tell you what Africa did. Africa did exactly as it was told. You see, Tony, it was good that the donors hung up go. If we're not for the donors, we're still reciting the same cliches of importing or improving our own development strategies instead of importing foreign models. That is what Africa did. Actually, I'm not enjoying it. It's too good, eh? But Tony, sadly, you can have it. You say these are the nowadays cakes. The nowadays ice creams, eh?
Cold ice cream.
Cold ice cream.
Yes, Dad.
Thank you so much. Now, Tony.
Yes, Dad.
Sadly, These changes only, the late changes only catalyzes excess. And it is nowhere are these changes more rampant than in parliaments. The same institutions that epitomize change. Nowhere are these changes more evident than in the coups that the parliament staged.
The parliament staged
absolutely, and they staged it successfully. Tony, as I was saying, the year I started teaching, a professor and more than an MP. And I repeat, more than an MP. But look at it now, Tony. A single MP earns 100 times more than a professor. And I repeat, 100 times more than a professor. And all this, Tony, to make more matters worse, the earnings by professors are still deemed to salaries, which are taxable. Where those of MPs have long ceased to be taxable. And all these things, their exemption from taxation and their raising of their wages came up with the coups that the parliament staged.
I thought the days of coups were over.
You thought that the days of coups were over. Think again, Tony. Nowadays, we not only have coups by soldiers, but we also have coups by parliaments. And the later coups are even more lethal because they are legal. Tony, is it legal for lawmakers to raise their wages as they please? Yes. You see, legal does not mean moral or even normal. It only means permitted by law. That's what I'm
possible.
That's possible. Now, my dear daughter Tuni, after all this has happened, after the parliaments have raised their wages as they please, these changes becomes irreversible. You see, Tuni, even if God himself cannot lower the earnings by MPs, and so do mayor MPs, but as the parliaments come, if the new parliaments come, I know you will try to imagine that they will vote away the old parliaments, eh? But
okay, when the elections come, the electorate will vote them out, right?
Well, no problem. But when you say so, you simply imply the same thing as when the rains fall, they wash away the spots of iron, eh? But now think and listen to me. New parliaments are even more worse than the old parliaments. They are even more worse. New parliaments even raise their wages as they please. You see, parliaments are even more worse than armies.
What's that army?
Yes.
God, I'm serious.
You are serious. I'm also serious, and now listen to me. You see, soldiers may stage coups, yes, but they can't legalize their action. What they do is simply to break the law. But MPs do even worse. They break the law and legalize their actions. That is what I mean.
I can get it now.
You can get it, eh?
Yes.
But, Tony, the French people always say that as things keep on changing, and so do they remain the same. You see, the changes in Africa, there is no change in Africa. The changes in Africa is only a replacement by tyranny by governments with a tyranny by MPs. As things all keep on changing,
okay,
so do they keep on remaining the same. And we have also implemented our own version of the same. We say that msitu mpya nyani wale wale.
Okay, new forest, same old monkey.
Exactly, that's what I mean, eh?
Okay,
yes. But now you are worrying when will I leave teaching, eh?
Okay, Dad. Have you thought of going into politics? Joining politics, I mean.
Me joining politics?
Yeah.
No.
A whole professor?
I cannot join politics. Teaching is my career, eh? And I can't join politics. Now, Tuni, thank you for the lunch and the cold ice you brought me.
My dad, we are not going to join to politics. I'd rather go.
You'd rather go? Sia!
My husband.
Omodina! How are you?
I'm fine, my husband.
You are fine?
Yes.
I'm also fine.
Welcome home.
You see, we were with Tuni at the marketplace today.
How has your day been?
Very fine, very fine.
You see, before you came in, I was cooking.
Oh, you were cooking?
At the table.
That's why I love. Amani. Amani. Head down. Amani, one day you will kill me. Hey. Wait a minute. Remove this one. And where's your daughter?
I don't know. But
Mom.
oh, she's here.
Yeah.
When
You want to hear what I did great today?
Huh?
I attended a seminar on personal safety. That's
Please.
what I did.
Okay, have your seat, my daughter.
I don't want to sit.
Oh.
I just want to tell you what I did today.
Tony,
Yes, Dad.
personal safety isn't a thing we get by attending seminar. It is a necessity that the government should provide for us.
Dad.
Yes, personal safety isn't a thing in seminars. It is a necessity that the government should provide for us.
Yes, Tuni. And then if it does not, then safety becomes a private arrangement that we have to make for ourselves.
But Dad, before you get to render the taxes, our taxes oblige to give us. Some of us intend to take steps that are for sure on personal safety.
Like what?
Well, such as precautions against male violence. Over 2/3 of women witness this on themselves or on other women. Mom, as a woman, you should be showing me some interest here.
Yes, but I am Tuni. Go on, please. Tuni, do not mind your father here. What else did your instructor teach you?
Well, she said there are 3 reasons why women are easy prey.
What? She?
Yes, the seminar instructor was a woman. And the first reason she said is lack of awareness. We should be aware where we are as women and what is going around us. Secondly, she said that look of helpless and weak. We should be looking strong and bold. And the third reason she said is astray of temptation. We should not be walking in the bad neighborhoods or use the stairs while the elevators.
I see. I see another slow day at work. But surely you knew that already, eh?
Dad, this is not about knowing, it's about doing.
Very true.
Okay, Tuni.
Modi, can you ask your daughter?
Okay, go on.
Mom, you are not going to like it.
Why won't I?
Because it's what you do.
No, I don't.
You do it, Mom, don't deny. The seminar instructor said when women complete doing their errand shopping, they like sitting in their cars for a little while before leaving.
But I do not do that.
You do it, Mom, don't deny it.
No, I don't.
You do it.
I'm your mother, Tuni. Listen to me. I do not.
One voice at a time.
You do it. But Mom, you should not be doing it.
Okay, Tuni.
You know what, Mom? When you finish doing your shopping, you just get into your car.
Continue, I'm listening.
You get into your car.
I'm also listening.
You just get into your car, lock out the doors, and drive over at once.
Now, what you've said that the predators are gone.
You know what?
You do as he says, Tuni. You comply.
No, Mom. What if you are just getting out of the shop and the predator has called you before getting into the car?
You comply, Tuni. I'm your mother. Listen,
Mom.
Listen to me, Tuni. You comply. You do as he says. I'm not sure if I want to hear what your stupid instructor told you again.
Okay, Mother. What if you are just driving and the predator is seated beside you and he has a gun?
You comply.
Then you should not, Mother. You know what you should do. Yes, Mom. You should just get into your car and drive off at once. That will mobilize the predator not to catch you.
Tuni, comply. I say comply. I'm your mother. You should listen to me. This stupid instructor of yours did not teach you well, okay?
That's what the seminar instructor said. By the way, Dad, should I use the car tomorrow?
Wait, before you reach there, you said that we should crash it. No, our family has one here dying to out outside here. How do you expect us to crash that dying to
You just crash it.
You are out of your mind.
You just crash it. Dad, have you heard? I want to use the car tomorrow.
You want to use the car tomorrow?
Yes.
Your car?
The only charge here, our car. Our car.
So, the same cars you want to crash. So you want mine, you want to crash.
But it's our car now.
Oh, they're our car. Then if it is our car, then you will trek tomorrow.
But my husband.
Yeah, I'll use it. I'll use it and I'll
You help her with fare so that she can use tomorrow.
With the fare?
Yes.
Did you hear?
You can think like it is too hot.
Did you hear how your daughter was speaking to me? Like the car is hers.
But she's only a child.
Oh, only a child.
Yes.
Then she will trek tomorrow.
No, my baby.
Oh. Call me again. Helper. Call me another sweet name. Sweetheart. I will give the car. How much is it?
It's only 500.
Call me another name.
Honey.
I will give. It is 500.
Yes.
Then I will give a 1,000.
But before we go to sleep, I have something I want to tell you. Have a seat.
You want to tell?
Yes.
I love hearing things, eh?
My husband.
Hey.
Why don't you leave the university? Okay, why don't you leave teaching? You go search for green pastures elsewhere. You see, like newborn alone, he left teaching and joined politics. Now he's an MP with focus.
Left teaching and joined politics. Now with focus.
Yes.
Oh. So you want me to leave politics, leave teaching and join politics?
Yes.
After 30 years I've been staying with you when I'm a teacher. Now see, can you do like this? Is your brain having brain?
In fact, it's a big brain.
Now my dear wife, that's I've told you and I will continue telling that it is impossible. Teaching is my career and I cannot join politics in any way, okay?
Okay, my husband.
Otherwise, I love you very much. And I think we can go. And you see, we only have one child, eh?
Yes.
Now, with the assistance of our father, Tony commenced a journey very early in the morning. No sooner had she commenced her journey than she was involved in a road accident. First, it was a loud crash. A moving object had hit another moving object. A trailer had hooked itself to a truck. Both drivers ran for their safety to avoid the mob justice. The unlucky passengers tried to scramble out of the window, except for one. That was a female. She strained, but she could not manage to come out of the window. A gentleman who tried to come into the vehicle to help her come out, but he couldn't manage. Therefore, he had to pick his call to dial a mystical number, 999 for the rescue.
What?
So these all things are there. I cannot hear.
What is it? What is that?
There is a girl trapped in the vehicle. Under the truck trailer.
She's moving.
How can she be okay? Get this already on the line this
If she's moving, she's okay.
She's not okay.
Hey, she's beautiful. She's not in the... Hey! Hey, people!
Let me call. Let me make a call.
Make a call.
What is happening? Can you ask?
Call!
Hello.
Huh? Yes?
Hello. We have an emergency.
What is going on?
Yes.
What emergency?
There is a car trapped in the vehicle.
Right, an ambulance right now.
And the truck trailer. Excuse me.
Hey! Blood is oozing out of her nose.
Wait, did you by any chance try to see the face of the lady?
We saw.
The girl. I did it like a tuni. Why are you so crying? You know she's good like this. She's not going to
Now, you demand. No, I cannot sit. I cannot manage to sit. That's my daughter.
It's your
You know What is it?
That's my daughter.
Your daughter?
Yes, that's
Hey,
my
young boy.
She's so happy. She's beautiful. Indeed, Tuni Kimani did not die in act of male violence. That she could have fought and conquered about, holding all the seminars about women. Indeed, he died from a freak of a road accident in a truck under a truck trailer. And now this fine morning, Asia woke up. As always, it was not this time round. It was not about her daughter Tony, but about her husband. And that evening, when they climbed into bed, she dropped a bomb.
Along here. Eh? So long since the death of our... Almost, I can see you are arranging my things, eh? Mane mama wanafanya tu. And now, did you iron them? Are they iron? Momondi, am I saying? I say, what is that? Just oh.
Don't you have eyes? Eh? Must I tell you everything that is happening in this house?
So what do you mean?
What I'm meaning? Don't you know what I'm meaning?
I don't know, that's why. Why are you raising your temper?
Imagine I've not started. It is now that it wants to rise until up there. And how many times have I told you to leave teaching? You go and join newborn alone. See now, he's just a young MP with 4 cars and you, an old man, all that this vehicle of yours outside here. Even I don't know what, I regret marrying you. In fact.
Am I the baby you are talking?
You are the baby. Yeah. Stop telling me about the baby. What is the baby? Eh? It is because of you that we lost our daughter. Imagine if you had a real car, our daughter Tuni will still be alive. Now look at you. So old.
See.
Stop fearing me. You better start doing the correct thing right now.
Now, I know, I get you right.
Good.
My dear wife,
You are here.
Now, I told you and I will continue to tell you that have a seat, my dear.
I'm not sitting. I am not sitting.
Are you not sitting? I brought these chairs for you. Just for you.
For me. I brought these chairs for you. Look at yourself. Nonsense. When someone tells you like, you see this is a hole, and then you are just dragging yourself to enter inside there. Are you even normal? Is this your head functioning?
My dear daughter.
In fact,
my dear,
wait.
My dear wife.
Wait,
Yes.
There's something I want to tell you.
Thank you very much. Rise, and let's come. My dear wife,
Okay, my dear husband.
Yes, thank you very much for calling me, dear.
I'm leaving. Tomorrow morning, I'm leaving. Newborn?
What do you mean you are leaving?
Newborn has asked to marry me.
Newborn? Are you talking about me, newborn Walom?
Yes, Walom.
The MP?
Yes. Exactly.
Oh. So you want to do? Sasa. So, see ya. Now you want to leave me. Just because of newborn Walomu's money that makes you leave me, right?
Now you speak of money. Have you no shame to say money? As if it all fell on your lap and carried all the shame away. Won't you have the reason to say that money does not?
What I'm saying, that's not what I mean, see,
what do you mean?
What I mean is that money does not guarantee happiness.
Fine. It does not guarantee happiness, my friend.
Yes.
And as if it all were given to you, won't you say that money does not guarantee happiness?
That's not what I mean, see.
What
I
do you
mean
mean?
that nevertheless, money, even the rich people have their own portion of happiness. You see, plus there is something that becomes that problem that comes as a result of their wealth.
You say that even the rich one have what?
Their portion of their wealth.
Fine, why don't they give it simply away?
But that's not what I mean. But in any case,
then you are telling me that's not what you mean. What do you mean?
What I mean is this, my dear Sia. Is this the right time for us to part? It's 60 years and 8 to part.
Hey! You say 60.
60. It's 60.
Wait. So you mean I should have left earlier before I turned 60? Well, I did not, does not mean I will not. And if I will now, does not mean I will stay right here. And does it mean that if I won't go, I will stay? In fact,
years and you're dripping. My dear, don't be see ya, but is this an age to part? Soon as the death of our daughter soon.
You have are you even in your right senses to tell me that after the death of Tuni will still be alive if you had a real car?
But it is soon after the death of our daughter. Why can't we just stay here for some time and then
You and who? Eh? You and who?
And my dear wife.
Yeah, your dear wife. Go there yourself, go there, plus that bed and the chair and everything. I'm gone.
See ya, please. Just one last chance. I will do everything in my power. I will even sell myself.
Okay, find my husband.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm ready to even sell myself. So that
Okay, I have loved you since then.
Thank you so much.
In fact, I'm not going to love you, not today, not will it be tomorrow or never. I'm gone.
Mondi, I beg you. Mondi, one last chance. Just give me one last chance. Mondi,
A secretary, young and pretty, she smiled at him, but to prove his anger, he introduced himself as Professor Professor Karanja Kimani. And now he passed through the access, and what he knew who was behind that door, it was newborn Ualomo, the MP. And now when he went inside, he was fat as usual, seated in his seat. Yes, he now called him young fat baboon.
Where is he? Where's that thing? Where's that thing? Where's he? Where is he? Where's he? Don't smile at me. Where is that fat baboon? I want that fat baboon. Where is he? Outside Professor Malone.
He's in his office.
Thank you so much, and very important. Welcome. So you are here, you hip hop.
Karanja. Take a seat. Oh, Karanja. This is my office and expect you to use nothing, and I mean nothing, but civil language in my office. Have a seat.
I've said keep it.
Okay. Remain standing forever. You think I care? Let me guess. I think you've come to ask why I want to marry your wife.
Why do you want to steal my wife?
Oh, the word I use is marry. Now that you prefer steal, it's okay. Nah, remember I'm an MP.
Walongo, you have 3 lovely wives. And both of them are young. But my wife is just 60 years. Now, on top of your 3 young wives, you are adding my 60 years wife.
Karanja. As you say, I have 3 beautiful wives. And forever they shall be. You asking me why I want to marry your Asia. You remember all is gold. Yeah, she's old and she's a gold.
So that's why you decided to marry my wife. Because gold is gold.
No. I remember that old saying that a bull dies with a green snack. Yes.
But Mr. Walom was the so-called thing you call yourself. Now, my wife is 60 years of age. Not the green apple I want in the bull of in the mouth of a bull.
Not true.
Now, why do you want to steal?
Oh, you know.
But I don't have your time right now. First, you steal my wife. And then now, you mock me. Yeah?
Karanja.
Now you mock me.
No, Karanja, please remain standing there or else I will lose my temper. Karanja! Karanja, remain standing where you are.
Then you now mock me.
Come on! Karanja! I will hit you. Karanja will hit you. Karanja will hit you. Karanja! Please, officer. Yes, I know. I've assaulted the government office. And then remember, an MP, forever be an MP. I have something for you. There's no need for you just to take me in. Yes, you know that man is broke. Let me send you something, eh? Send him something. Send him 2 million, eh? Don't mention to anywhere. Good man.
Very good man.
Yes. Your number. Your number.
07. 1, 2.
1, 2. 6. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let that man be detained. And he has to be fined. No. You dare assault the government. The government will swallow you. No.
And now Professor Kiririnyagha was arrested for assaulting the member of parliament. And the suit followed by the university. He was demoted from a full professor to a senior lecturer. And now, after six months of jail followed, and he was set free, he walked back to his home dejectedly. And what is foot ahead of foot, what he could see was his career. And now this fine morning, as he was worrying from the weary lack of sleep, he had a knock at the door. He grabbed onto the door and to open it.
I'm really tired. If my wife went, now I'm just alone like a punk. Why can't people just stay in their own room? Who is that? Is that your door? You knock that way. Wait for me.
Is this you, Professor Kimani?
Why are you pointing at me? Yes, yeah.
Ted is Longway, Director at Special Project at SDA. Make that the Agency for Governance and Development in Africa. And we are based in Cape Town, South Africa.
Well, Mr.
Tedious. Longway.
How may I help you?
Samak, also known as Mr. Mark Thatcher, is the son of former British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. Does his name perhaps ring a bell?
Perhaps it does, perhaps it does not.
Samak lives in South Africa these days, as I have told you. Now, a few years ago, he hired soldiers.
No, mercenaries.
No, missionaries might even be a better word, actually. You see, they believe they were on a mission, but call them whatever you want. My point is this: Samak hired them to go stage a coup in Equatorial Guinea. Now, the government of South Africa hold him in and charged him $1 million. Add to that a 4-year jail sentence, which it immediately suspended.
So, Mr. Tedious Longway.
Yes.
So you are saying that the relevance of attempted coup in Equatorial Guinea and your visit here was what again?
Oh, actually, I wasn't saying there was any such relevance, Professor Kimani, but still, you are right to guess I was. Do you see what I mean?
I don't see. I can't see anything.
Oh, you can't see? Then perhaps you should let me to come in just for a minute.
1 minute.
Oh, yes, and I'll be brief.
1 minute.
Professor Kimani, what our president ever do to us is to ride on our backs.
Is that true?
And we must stop them from riding on our backs.
You are riding in my house.
You see, Professor Kimani, what these people do to us is not okay. We must stop them from riding on our backs. I mean us, Africans.
Wait, did you say us Africans?
Yes, I said as Africans.
Okay.
Professor Kimani, I am as an African. Or as we say back home, as African. Now, I am just as much an African as you are. Then you go judging me by the color of my cover.
No, I was not judging you by any color. Now, Mr. Daniel.
Yes.
I'm sorry if it seemed I was, so please continue.
Oh, thank you. Professor Kimani, what our presidents ever do to us is to ride on our backs. We must stop them from doing this to us. You see, at independence, they told us our problems are three: poverty, ignorance, and diseases. And they promised to eradicate all three. Decades later, have they eradicated even one? Oh, perhaps. They have added a fourth: corruption. And this time you don't hear them promising to eradicate it because at its primary beneficiaries, they mean to keep it. Result, everyone has taken cue from them and embraced corruption as well. Listen, Professor Kimani,
I'm listening very
I
much.
get sick each time I hear our president telling the police to stop taking bribes. Why should they stop when those who tell them to stop take even bigger bribes? I'll tell you something else, Professor Kimani. Our presidents are now busy adding a fifth problem right under our noses: impunity. Don't you see how far they've just gone with it by just looking at their reluctance to punish offense? They just don't want to do it. Now, will they change? No. To change, there has to be an agency with a will to change.
Wait, do you mean you know of an agency somewhere that has the will to change Africa?
Yes, EGDA.
What is that?
Make that the Agency for Governance and Development in Africa.
I can see it, your identity.
Oh, yes, yes.
Now, Mr. Thaddeus Longway.
Yes?
Now, suppose I join you. Now, be keen in this, I'm not saying I will join you. I'm saying suppose I join you.
Yes.
What do you expect from me?
Oh, of course, Professor Kimani. There will be many opportunities for us, for me to answer that question fully later. For now, let me tell you just two things. One, if you will accept to join Padalfa, we will want you to come down for our orientation at Cape Town, in Banjul. And second, we would like you to go attend a summit in Banjul, the Gambia.
Wait, you want me to attend
Oh,
summit?
first take this. That document entitled Padalfa is yours.
Oh, Papa.
Yes,
But now you want me to attend a summit?
My friend.
My goodness, I can't even be allowed to enter through the gate.
Oh, my friend. Never worry about that. Leave that to us. You just come and you see, we'll have a place for you. Yes, of course.
Thank you so much. I'll look into it.
Yes, Professor Kimani. Let it stew in your mind for the rest of the day as you do other things. Then tonight, kick it back in the sheets. Kick it back and forth. Back and forth. Oh, thank you, Professor Kimani.
Thank
Goodbye.
you, thank you so much. I will kick back and forth. Another. I had said earlier that I can't join politics in any way, but let me go and read into it. Maybe it may have something that has the will to change Africa.
A daughter, dissertation by a wife, mistreatment by his university, and the state really changed Professor Kimani. You see, at the first time he thought that he was born a teacher and so he will die a teacher, but this was not the case anymore. He wished that he would walk away from teaching and never to come back, never to be seen again. He wished that he could have a new project to engage himself in, and suddenly there it was, Alpha.
Mrs. Mackenzie hopped into a taxi at the Seamount Hotel and headed back to her office. She had promised her boss to be back in an hour. This estimate had overlooked the recent phenomenon. Roadblocks, they were everywhere. Pedestrians and motorists had to stop for inspection. A 2-hour estimate would have been better thought. So now she thought. Her taxi driver resurfaced, worried and watchful. He was part of the African growing phenomenon. Well, he located Mrs. Mackenzie without difficulty.
Miss Mackenzie, let's go.
You are gone for 2 eternities. Did you have any particular reason?
Miss Mackenzie, be serious, eh?
I'm serious.
What do you mean, Mr. Case?
Old man, get out of that car. I said get out of that car, old man. Get out of this car. What is this a car? Is this close to being a car? You young lady, get out of that car. Get out of that.
Officer.
What is it? This car, first of all, it has 40 brakes.
Officer.
Where are the brakes? This is not a car, my guy. This is not, my friend, this is not a car.
There's no need, eh?
No need to what?
Let me talk to you in a minute, eh?
Yes.
In a minute.
Talk to me.
You know, we should not quarrel, eh?
Well, you see, my friend, this car of yours, it is very good. I can see the brakes are very sharp. My friend. What model is this? It is a Mercedes C350.
Yes.
Yes,
It's a good car.
It's a very good car, my friend.
Okay.
You should be on with your way.
Thank
Where is your passenger?
Thank you, officer.
Yes, call back your
You scared
passenger.
her away.
I'm sorry, my friend.
Thank you,
But yes, we'll have a cup of tea later on.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Miss Mackenzie.
You are gone for 2 eternities. Do you have any particular reason?
Be serious, Miss Mackenzie.
I take it you're referring to the guards. What did they do?
You mean what they essentially they wanted something small?
Don't you mean a bribe? Why would they want a bribe?
Miss Mackenzie.
I'm serious.
Be serious.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
Right. You know,
What do they think?
they normally say that my vehicle has faulty brakes.
Well, maybe it does.
It does. All right, it does. And now, does it have faulty brakes?
I guess not. So what did you do? Give them something small anyway?
You know what, Miss Mackenzie? I'm going to go back there and tell them to arrest me for giving them
if at all
something
you
small.
gave them a bribe, just know that giving bribes is much a crime as taking them.
In fact, I lied. I lied!
I'm here ready, eh? I just have to go.
Oh.
Thank you.
At her workplace, late morning, clouds were hanging low under the weight of the imminent rain. They were sagging. She went to see her boss, and then he took her directly to the point. He told her that he was pulling her out of the assignment that he had assigned her to the summit at the Pineapple. And he told her why. The live-on loan arrangement that she had applied that was to start the following week had started that week instead. And so, she was living on a 2-year loan arrangement for the Gambian News and Voice of America.
Now, there was a time when the U.S. Policy forbade the VOA, the Voice of Africa, from broadcasting. Since such a big companies such as the British Broadcasting Corporation could broadcast in their own countries, this really brought a very bad image to the VOA. They got a very big impact that they had to employ senior non-Americans in their company. So, and that is how Mackenzie got a post in the VOA. Now, this time, Mackenzie met with Robert and they had a short conversation.
Welcome. Come in, Miss Mackenzie. You're very welcome here. You see, Miss Mackenzie, I'm sorry I'm going to put you to work straight away. You see, it is a breaking story that is about to begin and it can't wait. So please, take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Miss Mackenzie, you see, there's a first of all, okay, there's a summit of 50 heads of state of African heads of state that's about to take place at the Simon Hotel in Banjul, Gambia. You see, this is the breaking story that can't wait, and we chose you for the job. You see, first of all, your professional expertise will help us, and also your African background will come in handy. Secondly, Ms. Mackenzie, we actually thank the Gambian News for lending you to us, and we also thank you for accepting the terms and conditions of our agreement. And we, in our side, we won't be selfish. We hope you will enjoy your stay here.
I will.
Okay. So with that, we want you to cover for us the summit's proceedings. You will cover it for us. Okay.
First of all, let me introduce this new arrival from the United States of America. This man, Nicholas Sentinel.
My name is Fiona Mackenzie, but you may call me Fiona.
Oh, I am Nicholas Sentinel, but you may call me Nick. Thank you so much. Miss Fiona Mackenzie, I can see you are you're with Dr. Robert Manley, huh? Well, I arrived here yesterday, huh? Yes, from Nigeria.
My word, you're a new arrival. Welcome to our country.
Thank you so much, and may God bless you. And now, I asked you, I have heard you asking about what I hope you will want
yeah,
my
what kind of VOA backup?
Yes, exactly.
About the backup that you have to expect. Now, that's where Nicholas Sentinel comes in.
Yes, that's where
Jump in, cowboy.
Yeah, that's where I'm here to explain, eh? But to start with Miss Mackenzie, I hope it won't bother you if I ask you this question, eh? Did you study in Britain? I mean, your accent, eh?
Yes, Scotland.
Oh, Edinburgh, eh? Oh, now I'm good. Now, to go back to the matter at hand, you say that what kind of VOA backup you expect from us? I assure you, I expect all the ways, all the help, all the kind of help you may need in my area. Wireless communications. Do you know what that means?
No.
It means all the non-wired ways of message transmission. And now, my niche in all this is up there. You can see?
Where?
Up there.
The window?
No, I monitor electronic transmissions.
How do you do that?
Oh, I use what we call the real-time multi-phase mega-channel analyzer. Call that the silent listener. Look at it as an infinite array of radios. From the channel into a single wavelength. From 0 all the way to infinity. This is so that it can capture all the aired messages. Now, by working with this sweetheart, Miss Mackenzie, I can capture zillions of aired messages.
And how do you do that?
How I do this?
Well, Mr. Sentinel, please do not hold back because Miss Fiona Mackenzie is one of us now.
Well, but just
even the personal dialogue thing.
Oh, well, I just asked internet bonus, you see. Yeah. Now, Miss Mackenzie, I knew from the word go that the summit at the Pineapple Hotel has breaches of security. Gatherings such as that always do. Now, as soon as I arrived here yesterday, I set up this silent listener and checked it with the task of capturing all these messages and all these breaches of security, analyzing them and giving me information as soon as it catches them. The first thing I asked my silent listener to do was to take keynote on each time it hears the word summit. Of course, you know there's a problem with that. The word summit is an English name, so equivalent words in other language will always blow by unheard. But I also have such other speech recognition problems I had to go through just to make my silent listener hear the word summit to start with.
Don't tell me that you eavesdrop on private conversations. What happened to progress?
I don't break it.
Then tell me, what has it done for you lately?
Oh, now
has it a vested escape for you?
Oh, now you are interested in my old stuff.
Tell me, has it a vested escape for you?
What happened to previous? Well, Miss Mackenzie, I got past all these things. The other thing I asked my silent listener to do was to take a special ear on broadcast with the hints to breaches of security. Don't tell me that is tricky because already I know. After all, when can we say that a broadcast has hints to breaches of security and when can we not? Not easy, isn't it? Now, I made an assumption. The first thing I assumed was that all broadcasts which are coded so that they can add hints to breaches of security. I had to go past all of this. First thing, I had to limit myself into simple codes called disguises.
What? Disguises?
Yes, they mask identity but do little else. There are things like gamma and kappa. Have you heard of them?
No.
These things are identity which they are disguises which mask identity. For example, Miss Mackenzie, I can play from this this conversation earlier. About you Miss Mackenzie, talking about you have to go telling somebody called Dr. Bola that you have to go, something have just come up urgently. Can you remember?
Yes, that was me.
That was you.
I shouldn't have called him.
May I ask who Dr. Afolabi is?
Is a summit delegate I was interviewing for the Gambians. Nick, did you also record the interview itself?
No, I did record all the interview because I only captured that part of the conversation because you said it while your mobile phone was still in transmission mode. You get that? Now, there was also another episode that was speaking about the same Dr. Folabi telling somebody by the name Pastor Chineke Chiamaka or something, that he will be calling him in some Holland hotel phones or something like that. Can you remember that thing? Can you remember? I know you can't remember.
I even don't know that.
Oh, that is, yes. You are just right. Now, Miss Mackenzie. But Miss Mackenzie, meanwhile, as I look for it, this person was saying, was speaking about calling him more often in the hotel landline, thinking it to be more secure than their mobile phones. But that was ironic, isn't it? Because at that point, their mobile phones were even more insecure because I managed to capture all those things. But now, Miss Mackenzie, don't worry. I know as we have. But may I ask, because this person was also speaking about them having a mission still in a delicate situation. So may I ask what delicate situation was that mission?
I don't know.
Well, Mr. Nicholas,
yes.
I think I have a meeting at the ministry that I really have rushed. I'm ready. So I gotta go.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Mackenzie, I hope you will enjoy your stay here. Nicholas, I want you to show Miss Mackenzie her office. Show her the places here. And yeah. So Miss Mackenzie, I will not let this cowboy bully you, okay?
Have a nice meeting at the ministry, Mr. Man.
Well.
Go give them hair, huh?
I'll give them hair.
Oh, sure, Miss Mackenzie. It is us alone. That's it, you people. So I will show you the room, eh? In fact, I will show you this office. Come this way. I will show you. Mr. Robert Manley has a very nice office, and I think you will enjoy working with him. Yes.